Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Outer Wilds. So, we have some plans for today. Let's head out to the Twins and see if we can't uncover that anglerfish fossil, and then also just, all of the other weird stuff that must be going on the Twins. We were only there for a little while. We were just sort of taking a day trip to the Twins last time. This time, let's be thorough. Sort of the way we were just thorough with Brittle Hollow. Maybe we won't find as much to do there. And I mean, we're definitely not done with Brittle Hollow, but until I can figure out how to access the Forge, we might want to just try to push some plot forward. So, Ember Twin... I can't remember. Is Ember Twin where they said the fossil was? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. We'll go see. Wait, slow down, slow down. Actually, I'm approaching very quickly. So Ember Twin is the one that we went to last time. I kind of want to check out Ash Twin, actually. I guess let's do Ember Twin now. I'm in the sun's gravitational pull here. I am thrusting as hard as possible in an attempt to escape. Okay, I think we're cool. I think we made it. Yeah, it's probably more interesting to investigate Ember Twin now and then Ash Twin later. There we go. Hey, there's that forge symbol again. You know what? Maybe this symbol doesn't mean forge. Maybe it just means, top floor. Something like that. Okay. Are we cool here? Am I actually... No, I am not on solid ground. Let's just lift off a little bit. There we go. Alright, at some point we're going to go back and start investigating our computer interfaces a little bit more. My current feeling on that is that probably they're not going to be terribly useful to us until we have actually gathered the information we might need to solve things. So we're gonna be spending the next couple episodes looking around. Okay, so this is just a way down into the trench, which actually is not super where I want to be right now. Alright, well, that process has begun. Let's have a look at this thing. So are we going to find one of these on the surface of each of the worlds? Maybe each of the worlds where the Nomai actually built stuff? This feels to me like a switch or something. Don't you think? We should be able to put part of that down? I don't know. Is there one of those little round things around here? Yes, there is. And this one is functional. This one's moving. Well, I have no idea what to make of it. Let's go investigate that. That looks like a big weird thing. Maybe we should bring the ship. Yeah, let's go get the ship and fly over there, just so that our source of fuel and oxygen is a little bit closer. Also, I feel like this place either has or is going to have more hostile, dangerous stuff on it in general. So it might also be a good idea to have our source of medical supplies as close as possible. Okay, there we go. I'm assuming that if we had flown over the trench right as that had come by, the force of the sand would have completely destroyed us. So we probably want to be really careful about that. Okay, so another thing into which we can fire a scout, which I'm assuming means that they're expecting us to have difficulty accessing the inside of that. Looks like there's a scroll laying on that over there, and there's some words. We have to actually get in here. How could we do that? Well, I mean, I guess let's follow the power cable and see what it leads to. Oh, ghost matter. That's what it leads to. The scout says, "Hey, did you know there's ghost matter over here?" Here's what I wanted. Yep, the whole mouth of the cave. The Sunless City. Okay, well, can we... We have no way of dealing with ghost matter, but we might be able to find a way around. I guess we would want to go down, right? Oh, steer, steer, steer. Ooh, I managed to fling myself pretty hard here. That was cool if I could figure out how to do that on purpose. We got a little bit of a gravity slingshot. Well, now I'm in a whole different place, but this is also very interesting. So what exactly is this? It's got an awful lot of glowy orby bits on the inside. That's a scientific term. Am I remembering correctly that we saw something like this that was called a gravity cannon? Ooh, what is that? The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Oh, interesting. This is one of the rings from out of here, so if we could figure out how to activate the one of this on the surface, it has some text in it. We just have to figure out how you make the text come out. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. Oh, okay. When we move it up here, it calls the shuttle home. When we move it up here, it activates the gravity cannon. Well, let's call the shuttle home. Oh, wow, that's the whole interloper, isn't it? Zoom out. Well, no, there's a comet, but that's a big part of the mass that was at the interloper. Okay, now we have to just get back over there. Out. Okay, managed to fall pretty embarrassingly far down here. Yeah, now this is awfully interesting. I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I have landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface, either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay, so something interesting is definitely happening up on the comet. There's not really a lot else going on here. I'm a little worried that this thing steers the shuttle, and I don't really know how it works, but I guess there's only one way we're going to find out, right? Okay, apparently... Oh, never mind. That one's totally operational. Okay, so that is go. That one still doesn't do anything. Oh, dear. What did I just do? Where are we? Oh, we're back in the grab... Oh, that's probably initiate the recall functionality, right? I think we're probably still... Yeah, we're still totally on Ember Twin. Okay, so this one is... Fire. And I would guess we probably want to do that when it's actually aimed at something. I am being cooked a little bit. I'm being cooked a small amount. My vitals are low on account of the sun. Okay, we passed very close to the sun, and I am badly burned. Initiate recall functionality, because it looks like we are falling back into the sun there. Yeah, okay, that's definitely interesting. If I had any idea how to fire the ship at something useful... And now we know how to get a hold of a shuttle, a Nomai shuttle, and use it for stuff. We don't know what stuff to use it for, but we have it. Okay, and here's a way into the Sunless City. Wait, no. Catch it again. Okay, there we go. Hey, that's a lot of hostile plant life. And then there's also ghost matter shards, so we can't really get through here. Can I fire my scout launcher over, maybe? Well, that's not super helpful. Let's see if we can get them a little deeper. Yeah, we really don't see anything useful here at all. At some point, I have to imagine we're going to figure out a way of dealing with ghost matter, like getting through it or removing it or something. And once we've done that, it'll probably be a lot easier for us to get into the Sunless City. And by a lot easier, of course, I mean possible at all. So yeah, right now, this place is of no value to us whatsoever. At least as far as I can tell. Maybe it's time to go up to Ash Twin. Like, it has shed enough mass that a lot of stuff is starting to get exposed on the surface. We need to get back to the ship. Oh yeah, we still also have to try to find a way to get down into this. I'm sure that the entrance, wherever it is, gets blocked off by sand if you don't get in quickly enough, and that probably is already the case for us, right? Or you just have to figure out how to operate this thing, which again would require us to interact with ghost matter. It seems like maybe... Oh, hey, that's something new. But it seems like maybe this is one of the planets you're supposed to come to later, because we need more capabilities here. And open that. The High Energy Lab. Note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Boy, I would love to. Remy and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. Well, I bet that's not true anymore. Probably we could open it without affecting it too much now. Yeah, that's very interesting. We're going up there. Yeah, they got me intrigued. Trying to steer myself away from the cactus. Okay, let's get up there. First of all, let's indulge in a little use of our medical supplies. Then, let's get up there. This is going to be a little bit trickier, because we're having to navigate a little closer to the sun, and that makes me very nervous. Oh, wait, a lander. Nope, don't get distracted. Focus. So where would I land the ship that would actually be safe? You know what? Pretty close to the supernova anyway. I'm just gonna put the ship down on this path, if I can manage it. Okay, something like that. And we'll just get out and let the sand do whatever the sand's going to do. Because it's not like we're ever leaving this landmass ever again anyway. Okay, what is going on this thing? Well, apparently this very large and impressive object does not have any interactable points whatsoever. You know, I wonder if we could just walk across. I bet we could. I probably didn't actually even have to fly up here. Or, you know what, walking across might be a one-way thing because of the fact that the sun is flowing so fast in that direction. So as the sand keeps flowing, it's going to unearth whatever's going on here. I probably don't want to get caught in that. Yeah, it's going to unearth whatever's going on at the core of this planet. There are some things already unearthed that we can investigate over here. So what exactly is this? Well, we've come to this elevator that only goes up at the top, apparently. A little nervous about this walkway. Seems like it'd be really easy to fall through. What is that over there? That sure looks like a Nomai structure. Let's go find out. Hey, that was pretty slick. Alright, what have we here? Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. Yeah, that's fair. I think this is a fair situation to not be amused by that. How curious. Raimi thinks I'm a gas. And I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what state of matter you I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this. I would write that with another what in it. And I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Hero. That, at least, we can agree on. Okay, so that thing that I was interested in near the sun is called Sun Station, which is pretty sensible. And we have got to figure out how to deal with all of these hostile plants. So there's a room above this. We know that there's an elevator. Ooh, boy. Maybe I'll jet up and explore that room after we revolve away from the sun a little bit here. After we rotate away from the sun. Because the gravity is pretty low here. I think it would be very easy to accidentally fling myself a little bit too high. And if I do that, I don't want to get immediately pulled into the sun. Yeah, okay, that looks very significant right there. It looks like one of those floor switches that's... or, I'm assuming they're switches. That's near the center of all the forge things, but it being all purple and turned on is definitely very interesting. Also, there's a door on this side. It looks like... oh. I was gonna say it looks like it still has its crystal intact, but only on the inside does it have its crystal intact. So we need to discover a way of dealing with the plant life before we can get in there. That's a real shame, considering I have no idea how we would do that. I'm then just gonna speed up a tiny bit here. Inside. Okay, take a little bit of cover. Actually, we're kind of off to the side of the effect anyway. No, never mind. I'm totally in the effect. I don't know that I need to hide, but it sure feels like I need to hide. Okay, so there's a scroll over there. I don't know where we're going to plug this in, but we probably grab it since we have access to it. Alright, is there a wall anywhere around here for us to use this on? Okay, this is interesting. That is not what I want to do. Oh, wait a second. What is this? Really? I can't, like, scan this or anything? Is there a signal? There's a signal nearby. Oh, it's just chert. It's just chert. Yeah, I think we should talk about the thing that we're seeing here, but apparently I can't interact with it, so let's just keep moving. Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Raimi found me. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Connoy would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Okay, so those things that look like big solar panels are, in fact, big solar panels. That's good to know. So yeah, these are all lit up, but I guess it doesn't really mean anything. They're certainly not interactable in any way. Huh. This is very curious. Is this a Nomite, like, in their gear? We've only seen skeletons, or maybe this is an empty Nomai suit, because I'm imagining that is where the head would be, right? It's very strange. This sun is, like, really close to us right now. Well, I think we are about to end this this particular loop. Yep, the ship got transported over to the Ember Twin. Okay, well, now we know that we are approximately correct about what happens to things that get caught in the sand flow. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Quickly, quickly. There's a door here that's actually openable. Please let me in, please let me in. Okay. Hey now, this is pretty interesting. It's a nice place. Okay, all it does is deposit you out the other side. Really, there's nothing interesting we can do here? Yeah, we got another one of these, but I don't know what to do with it. I feel like we've got to be close to some kind of revelation, some kind of new ability to interact. Wow, that's just it's a very large amount of sun is what it is. Like a very large amount. Have we been in here already? No, we have not. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. 1 warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I speak. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on Whitehole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The Whitehole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose, more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehole Station with you, Clary. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Hero, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron star's, and go meet her on the Whitehole Station. Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds a little romantic, but then I was like, you know what, maybe they don't even engage in that in the way that we are used to. But no, it would seem that they totally do. Okay, I'm never going to get fully used to this gravity crystal nonsense. Wait, why is that? I think this sun just went supernova. Why were we able to stand on that surface if the gravity... Huh. Well, I guess we'll come back and investigate this in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so? Alright, let's go quickly to Ember Twin. and see exactly how deep inside we can get and if there's anything really cool down there right at the very beginning of things. And then we'll investigate Ash Twin as it empties out. So maybe that lit up thing in the floor made the whole floor of the room effectively a gravity crystal? Because we definitely stood on the roof of that room as though it was not a big deal. Also, interesting that Slate only tried to stop us from going up the elevator immediately the first time we did it. So once again, a way in which the days are not necessarily all exactly the same. Alright, where are the twins? That's Brittle Hollow. There we go. Okay, that is not me, by the way. I am not doing that roll. Wait, what is that? What is that? Do the Ember Twins have a moon? Did we miss it this whole time? Or is this the quantum moon, maybe? Oh, look at that corona effect on the eclipse. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder if this is the quantum moon, if this is where, like, it is at the beginning of the day. Let's try to land on it and see. It looks pretty much featureless. Oh. Or it's not a moon at all? It might just be a spherical gas cloud. Oops, I've struck planet. They have slightly struck planet. Huh. It's totally doing that thing, isn't it? Where we look away from it and it disappears. Hold on, I'm gonna turn. Yeah. I don't think it's a moon. They've been calling it the quantum moon, but it wasn't solid. There's Sun Station there. I don't know how we're gonna land on Sun Station. That seems crazy. Alright, let's not get too distracted by what I'm assuming is the thing they're calling the quantum moon, because I don't know what to make of it right now. Alright, we're catching up. Unfortunately, I already did get distracted, so there's some possibility that there's stuff we've already missed on Ember Twin this cycle. I'm having a really hard time jetting down hard enough to... There we go. I'm finally reducing that lower vector. Okay, let's try not to crash into Ash Twin at maximum speed while we're doing this. So we probably want to land, like, here on the upper crust of the planet. Nope, no. Don't tip over. There we go. Stabilized. Although I guess if we landed on the lower part of the planet, probably it would just, the ship would just slowly get pushed up as the sand levels rise. So I suppose it wouldn't actually be dangerous. Oof. That was a pretty hard landing. Just kind of curious if there's anything really cool down here right now. Looks like probably not. I think we're going to have to wait for this to build up a little bit before it actually gets us anywhere interesting. And now that we're down here, I'm a little terrified of what's going to happen. Okay, let's try to land on that bridge. Hey, I actually pulled it off. Yeah, I was a little terrified of what was going to happen if we managed to get caught in the sand raining down on us. Alright, so here's the escape pod. We know about this. I'm going to get down beneath the escape pod quickly. We were definitely prevented from progressing through here by the rising sand level. Alright. Nothing at the end of this passage but rocks. I don't believe you. Well, what do you know? You know, listen, that message was written a long time ago. Who knows what could have happened there by now? Okay, enormous cavern where we could build long-term shelter, but that is rapidly filling with sand. Are we going to end up actually going all the way down here? No, but this is definitely exactly the kind of thing I was talking about, a place we need to get to quickly. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with the rock column formations, and climb upward through the opening above them. Sand here is rising, so you must be cautious, but swift. Okay, forward till you reach the sandfall at the pit, turn left, and then go up in the rock column room. Well, this will be the sandfall at the pit, one assumes. Continue forward. This will be the rock column room then. Okay, here we go. This cave is extremely dark. Like, I'm going to turn off the light for a second. Yeah. Actually pitch black. Okay. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Melloray and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. Tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Got it. Easy enough. Let's have a little bit of a look around. Okay, we can cross this. No problem. Well, I'm glad they left instructions, because I would not have found this naturally. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. Boy, I wonder what is down there. I also hope I'm going the right way. Okay, this looks very promising. Also, looks like another chamber that we have been inside of. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it's extremely dark and deep here. Well, the anglerfish fossil overlook is 40 meters this way, is it? Let's try to do that before the sand rises too much. This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in this caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Coleus and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly, this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis: there is another entrance to this cave. If there is, Coleus and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. An update. We need to find a way inside quickly, Melloray, because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing on the specimen. Oh boy. Yeah, that's very spooky in there. Okay, the scout has a big light on it. Snapshot, yeah. A big surprise. That's not particularly useful. So we turn it around and then lower the thing a little bit. No, not really anything interesting. Okay, I'm assuming... Let's get him back. I'm assuming that that right there is the information we were told would be useful near the anglerfish skeleton. So we have to figure out how to get in through there. Nope, that's not actually an entrance. It's just a place that was slightly darker. Huh. How do we get in here? Because we cannot jam ourselves through this little opening. And I do not seem to be able to read the text through the scout. So it must be the case we can actually get in here. I mean, there are skeletons in there. There's a way in. Huh. Well, there's a way in, but it does not come from here. Maybe from above? Unfortunately, I can't crouch, so we can't really see all the way up into the chamber. I guess that's what the scout's for. Yeah, the scout is looking at a gap right now. So right above where the scout currently is how we're going to get in there. Also, curious what the anglerfish's light is made out of. Also, it looks like maybe we should get inside here, because I think the sand is going to seal up the entrance behind us pretty soon. Wow, that goes pretty far down. Oh hey, healthy trees. Okay. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Well, theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. I almost can't comprehend this as being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as a species. Wait, does it? Apparently there's something I am not comprehending about the sun station. Unsurprisingly, Idea, I agree. We're pushing out possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we built it, then I won't support the station's use. Okay, well that's a pretty important piece of information. The sun station is responsible for whatever is happening to the star. So that's probably why it's really hard to land on, because it turns out to be dramatically important to the plot. Alright, what do these do? Anglerfish Overlook District, Stepping Stone District, High Energy Lab Trailhead, and Eye Shrine District. Can we have the power on to all of the sections at once? Yeah, okay, it looks like we can. Well, that makes this cave considerably more inviting. Ooh, we should get down to that, like, immediately. Ow. Stepping Stone Cave. We maybe shouldn't be going for this right now. But we were about to lose access to it, and I'm fairly confident we can get back down here at the beginning of the next cycle. Uh-oh. Go fast. This is not a good time to get distracted by confusion. We really do have to keep moving. Floor level is still rising. Well, that's not good. Alright, just stick to one wall. That looks like we found something. Maybe something that would have been a little bit more interesting if the sand level were lower? Nope, still pretty interesting, actually. Where are we? Are we playing the fossil fish game tonight? I fed the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to the Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the fossil fish cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're small enough to climb in through the hole at the anglerfish overlook. I'm still small enough. You won't be for long. Mom and Dad are tall, so you and I will be tall too. So, from the Stepping Stone Cave, we can get into the anglerfish to see what exactly the piece of information we were supposed to get from the anglerfish is. Oh, there's... yeah, we're losing access to the city here. This is a really interesting mechanic. Ow, okay. Let us be wary of ghost matter. You can see the rocks right there. It looks like we can just route around it for right now. I'm just trying to go as fast as possible so that we can see as much of the city as possible before the sand overtakes us. Okay, we probably cannot explore in that direction at all. Not right now, anyway. Can we reach that? Huh, how do you get through there? If we launch a scout into one of these... Can I not get him through the window there? Nope. I cannot. Trying to see if I can, like, get him through the hole if I aim him just right. I totally can. What do you see, little guy? Okay, there's writing on the wall. There's a bunch of writing on the walls in there. Not, like, super helpful to us, actually. Where's the sand at? Alright, it seems to have slowed down. Although there sure are enough sources of it pouring into here. This is the Eye Shrine. Why did the Nomai make so many of their buildings so difficult to access? Okay, this will take us up to the gravity cannon. This will be a handy escape when we need to get out of here. But I'm not convinced that we are done with this chamber just yet. Maybe this corner is actually nothing, though. Yeah, again, it's just like, it's a lot of bodies. There were many, many Nomai here, once. Build the O2. Alright, it looks like there's not much for us left to do except leave at this point. Well, let's go ahead and get up to the Ash Twin, then. Well, that's not ideal. So... can we safely cross over here? It looks like we can. Looks like there isn't actually any ghost matter in between these bits. Okay. Yeah, these underground caves are a little spooky. Okay, so right behind the gravity cannon, a very well-hidden alcove in the rocks gives us access to the city pretty quickly. I like those little bits of knowledge that you're unlikely to acquire from the other direction. Alright, let's get over to our ship. Probably we cannot take the sand bridge from here to the Ash Twin. Probably only works the other way. So let's just get to the ship and fly over. Yeah, I do not like being this close to the sun. I know that it doesn't really change the amount of time we have to survive by very much, but still, I'll be glad when we are investigating a planet that is a little bit further out. Where is the Ash Twin right now? There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is just get into the series of buildings, and we'll figure out exactly which building we want to be in from there. Nope. Nope. Okay, there we go. Oof. That's a pretty hard landing. Okay, I think that's as good as we're getting. I do not remember which building we ended up in. This might be exactly the wrong end of the path. But that's not even open. That's weird. No, it's not that weird. This is the top of the elevator. SB, come on, think for a minute. So is there anything else going on in here other than the elevator? Nope, there are no intermediary chambers. That's kind of what I was figuring, is that we might be able to get into a room in the middle of the elevator. Alright, well, we will just head this way then. Because we want to find the building that we were in last time when the supernova happened. This building, in fact, I believe. Oh no, it's okay, this whole surface is lit up. This is that travel surface. Okay, here's where we were when we got murdered by physics. So where does this go exactly? Oh, whoa, whoa, gravity, gravity, come on, play along. Okay, this is just that building we were just in, right? Is there anything else down here on the core of this world that would be interesting to see? Presumably there's a building that takes you down here for a reason, right? Or maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe the building doesn't take you down here. Maybe it's just that these buildings are the way you're supposed to get back out. Because the path we took to get down here is a two-way path. It could be used to climb up. Seems very strange, though. Oof, really? I'm surprised I took so much damage from that. It didn't seem like that long of a fall. Yeah, what is the purpose of this little room? It doesn't actually help you to be down here. There's no scrolls in those shelves. And if all it does is point you to a way to get back up... Huh. Well, you can't just walk through here. But the path totally does end here. There's a ghost matter field, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just shiny. Yeah, no, these are not the ghost matter things at all, actually. So gravity is getting lower here, presumably because this planetoid has a lot less mass than it once did. Ah, shoot. I didn't mean to get sucked into that. There are little alcoves on the other sides of the room. Okay, there was an intermediary room there. Is that a room that we had access to in any other way? Yeah, we can totally just do this. These are huge solar panels, which we're using to do something. Looks like almost all of the sand is off of the ash twin. Oh, I'm actually not on the ground right now. Yeah, gravity is very low here. So can we see what was off to the sides of this room? Are these just doors that come in from the other side of... Yeah, okay. So it's a hexagonal structure that has doors on 3 sides. You would think that there would be something interesting here at the core, but maybe not. And this is just the same deal? Yep. Huh. Yeah, gotta say I'm surprised. I have to actually keep propelling myself downward. Oh, there goes the sun. Well, I think we got one more round in us. So we need to access the city quickly. Take me, oh beautiful supernova! We rise up to meet our beautiful lord, our beautiful hot lord. The best kind of lord. Who would even worship a god who isn't totally ripped? You know, like this star. Alright, let's get down to Anglerfish Cave. Whatever that rune in Anglerfish Cave is, it's important, I think. So we need to get through to the Stepping Stone Chamber. But we have no idea how to do that. We don't necessarily have to approach it from the city in the way that we did approach it if we can figure out where that gap in the rocks that we came out of is, but it might be the case that there are instructions in the tunnel from the city that we didn't see because they were already covered in sand by the time we got there. This is one of those things where I'm going to have to remember how to get places, which might turn out poorly for all of us. My memory is not incredible. Okay, the twins. I don't think we're actually out of ammo yet. There we go. So it looks like the thing that we are presuming to be the quantum moon starts near the Ember Twin, or starts near the twins all the time. Okay, start matching, start matching. Okay. Ooh, boy. I very nearly just collided with both of the twins there. Where was that gap in the rocks? I've already forgotten. You know what, that's fine. It shouldn't be a big deal as long as I just get down. I can figure it all out from the surface. Alright, let's get... Oh. Yeah, I want to land, like, somewhere around here. Okay, I think this should be fine. I said the rising sand level should just push the ship up. I think we landed right near the big bridge. Yeah, that right there is where we want to be. I was so proud of myself for how that was going, and I missed the bridge completely. Alright, yeah, we'll just enter from the side we... Oh, shoot. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Wait. That is actually the escape pod. Oh, you know what? I want to enter through the escape pod. That's right. Yeah, this is actually totally what we want. You can really get yourself going if you're not careful here. Okay, this is the way forward? Yes. So we stick to the left, up here, then upward in the spire room. I pretty much remember. Stick to the left up here. I will say, this would be very hard to find if we didn't have instructions. These caves are dark as hell and remarkably twisty and turny. Like, when you consider the amount of actual space that these have to be mapped to, I'm surprised that this all fits inside of the world. Okay, so we just keep going forward here. Yep. Okay, patch the suit puncture. There we go. Okay, let's try to do this as quickly as reasonably possible. Turn on all the lights in here, because I can't imagine there would be any reason not to have them all turned on. Refill the oxygen. And let's move. Oh wow, there's actually, hold on a second. There's actually a whole lot of stuff going on down here. What is this? A high energy lab. Okay, maybe we're going to get a little distracted from the anglerfish thing. Because you do not have a lot of time to access this. We got here remarkably quickly. I guess let's just follow the cord. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on down here anyway. Okay, leap of faith. Ow. Turns out all this sand is pretty heavy. Yeah, actually, I'm not really sure. Maybe we can make it up here. No, I'm still in the sand. Not actually sure how we would do this. All the way to the roof. Almost. I don't think I can do this. I'm going to give it one more try. We're just going to try to be going really fast when it happens. Ah, almost. It pushes you down really hard. I don't think we can get through that. I bet there's something that can be done. I'm sure there's a way forward there. But I don't think we have access to it right now. And the sand is beginning to accumulate. So let's just get the hell out of here. Try to get to the stepping stone cave before we miss our opportunity. Don't exactly remember where we're going because the chamber looks a little bit different than it did when we were here before. Also, we could have just jetted most of that distance, but I'm trying to be a little careful with our fuel. Okay. Let's do this quickly. So it kind of seems like Ash Twin is not really very interesting. There's lots of stuff going on Ember Twin. But Ash Twin is a lot less interesting. Okay, well, I have no idea where we are going. Yeah, no idea at all where we are going. I think I found my way back to the entrance, maybe? No, this is definitely not the entrance. Well, I have no idea where we are. Okay. Now I know. So this is wrong. Okay. If you go to the Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the Fossil Fish Cave is easy to see. Is it further this way? Meeting in the Fossil Fish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook hole, you'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave, then up into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to get to the Fossil Fish through the Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the Fossil Fish first. If you go to the Anglerfish Overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Taggart can't fit through the Anglerfish Overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levy now. Who cares? Ilex is still tallest. Seems like they're pretty upset about getting taller. They like being small. So the way would be easier to see if we had thrown our scout into the anglerfish first. Because there'd be that light shining up from shining up through the cave mouth, right? Unfortunately, we do not really have the luxury of going to do that right this second. This is where we just were, I think. I think that gate up there. I wonder if we've missed the opportunity now. This room is pretty full of sand. So that's where I'm suspecting we just were, and here's where we came in from. Right? Yeah, this is the door. Stepping Stone Cave. Well, this is kind of an interesting formation. Huh. Yeah, I think we may have just missed it at this point. Because this is totally going to take us up to where those kids wrote all that stuff. Or maybe this is? This is the same thing. The stairs just lead up here. Yep, I believe we missed it. Did we go through down here? No, but this just leads back into town. Okay, so we need to reset. Can I? It's not an option for a quick reset. Yeah, really, all we need to do right now is reset and try this again. So maybe let's go intentionally hurl ourselves into the sun. Hold on, have we been up here? Maybe. Maybe not, though. Actually, I'm not sure that this looks familiar. I mean, all the architecture kind of looks the same in here, which is a shame. Man, there are so many corpses. Okay, that's interesting. How do we get in there? Looks like another place where the only door is gated by cactus. So we can throw a scout through, but as far as I can tell, there's no way to get a scout to read text. Yeah, not actually useful. Unless I'm missing something, and you can read text through the scout pictures. Maybe the pictures we're taking get saved to the ship computer, like I was saying earlier, and then we can analyze them there. Maybe we should actually go look at the ship computer at this point. Another one of these, like, backpack-looking things, this time not attached to a whole suit. I suppose we could just kill ourselves on purpose through some serious concussive means, maybe? Did I really miss that? That's frustrating. Or through this means. Ow. Boy, I really bounced off of that. Yeah, let's just feed ourselves to the ghost matter. And we'll give this one more shot here. So we want to go to the anglerfish cave, throw the scout into the anglerfish cave so that it's illuminating the entrance, and then we need to go to Stepping Stone Cave and find it that way. Anglerfish overlook from the city, right? We can do that. Have to not get distracted. Actually go as quickly as possible. We're going to go through all of this, and then that rune down by the anglerfish is just going to be two of these guys flirting or something. Okay, lift off, and that's Brittle Hollow. There's the twins. Okay, we don't actually want to be traveling 700 meters per second on the approach. Start slowing down now. Still coming in kind of fast. Gonna intentionally route around the planet. There we go. This is actually a really good landing spot. Ow, ow. Okay. I don't know how much faster than this we could possibly go. Wait, the trench is this way. And I've fallen in a way that I did not mean to. Ooh. Alright, this is the wrong side of the trench. Hold on a second. That's not where I want to be. Right, there's another actual whole bridge. Yeah, that's probably it. So we actually got here before the ash twins started raining ash. Oh. Wow, I'm surprised that I connected with that much force. Okay, let's try that again, but this time with less smashing myself into tiny, tiny bits. It turns out space travel is dangerous, but nothing is as dangerous as me. At least, to me. Maybe we should eat more marshmallows. You know, this is the problem. We're going out to space on an empty stomach. Okay, where is the sun? The sun is this way. There's the twins. Definitely not on a good course for interception here. Okay, there we go. So we don't need to go quite so fast. Let's keep adjusting. Okay, this is a much more graceful approach. I feel a lot better about this. Maybe a little too slow. Hey, look at that. That was almost professional looking. Alright, Sun Station. We will figure out another day. Now we have a very important thing to do. Okay, that's the wrong bridge. We have to be cautious here because we build up a lot of speed with this gravity slingshot maneuver. This is the thing we want. There we go. Okay, lights on. This is not the place I was trying to go to. Huh. That was another one of those quantum things that is now not in the middle of the floor anymore. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Elleray, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hoped to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Elleray? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant, and without warning. I wonder if he got transported by the quantum shard thing. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Anana. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Well, it's probably not actually worth searching for us, because, you know, this happened a very, very long time ago. So that is the wrong direction. gonna, like, speed up our forward motion here. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that I want to go in through the bridge, but we totally have to go in through the escape pod area. Okay, well, the good news is we found a new thing there, and I don't think it really costs us any time. Why can I not get in here now? There we go. Once again, it's the character getting hung up on, like, a 1-inch tall lip at the opening to the area. Okay, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't exactly remember how to get to Anglerfish Overlook. We'll be concerned about it later. We have places to be right now. This is not right. We have to go down to here. And then down to here. Okay, I'm not actually sure if this is any faster than the last time we did this, but are going to remember to actually interact with the Anglerfish Overlook this time, so it should be fine, probably. Yeah, these caves are a real pain to access quickly enough. I'm actually really glad that the scale of this whole thing is what it is, because if the planets and everything were larger, it could be a real issue. Alright, so this is the Anglerfish Overlook. We fire a scout here. Well, probably, actually, sorry. Probably like here. Now, what I actually want to do is make sure that the scout can see up into the room above it. Good. Okay, now we have to get to Stepping Stone Cave. I don't know for sure that it's really going to help us to turn these lights on, but, like, navigating this cave is enough of a pain, even with them on. Let's not make things any harder for ourselves. Alright, more oxygen, and then... this is the one we want, right? Yep. Okay, so all we have to do is look for the light beaming up from below. Hold on. That looks interesting down there. Ow. Landed on a cactus. Huh. Nope, this is not helpful. Not at all the area I wanted to be in. That was probably just part of the high-energy lab area. Well, shoot, then we actually may have missed it again. Okay, do not kill yourself on the ceiling. I started ascending very quickly, and then I saw all of the stalactites. Out of curiosity. Nope. It was like, if I turn off our flashlight, will the light coming up from below be more obvious? But it turns out, no, not really. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think you just have to go super, super fast. Like, I think we missed it already. This is definitely Stepping Stone Cave. Maybe you have to go up through the roof in this cave to some other area? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, that's just where we came in. Yeah, alright. I think you have to do this very, very quickly. Well, I am inclined to just try this again, but I think we probably are out of time to do that for today. So this is where I'm going to call it. I might give this another shot or two off camera, and I'll just flip on the recording if I discover anything interesting. So probably come back next time, tomorrow, for whatever the hell is written underneath that anglerfish. And we'll see you then.